everyone, my name is Richo and welcome to another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to the second trailer for the third Sonic movie. Scooby's back as well, and he's going to be joining us today. Let's jump straight in.
Here we go! Showtime!
What is this den of madness?
Are you Detective Pikachu?
He does look like a Pokemon! Pika Pika!
Konichi, what? Get down!
It's time, Shadow. Finally, we will have our revenge. But what good is a dastardly plot if you can't conspire with family?
There's two Eggmen now?
Double your villains, double your fun. Any last words?
Nice magic marble, real scary. That actually is real scary. Trick shot. Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super... Knuckles, do you mind?
Oh, excuse me.
Tom, Maddie, we need your help on a super dangerous top secret mission.
We're in.
Are you ready?
We were born ready.
Oh, let's go, Wings.
All right, boys.
Nice.
Try and keep up.
Come on, Granddaddy-O. We've got dirt to do. With Shadow's power, we can rule humanity. When we're done, there won't be anything left to rule. That is dark.
Somebody better call Google Maps.
Life's all about the choices we make. Remember to listen to your heart. You're gonna make the right choice when it matters the most.
One hedgehog to another. Who does your highlights?
The more you talk, the harder I want to hit you.
This ends now.
Our destiny awaits. You were right about one thing. This ends now.
This is gonna be a really, really great movie. I'm laughing because this bit's funny. Alright guys, now that we've reacted to the trailer, let's break it down. Alright, now in this trailer we see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in the Chow Garden. If you guys don't know what the Chows are, they're these cute little beings in the Sonic games. And if you look here, you can see that the coloring of the wall is the same color pattern for the Green Hill Zone in Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, because it's very similar to a checkers board, and it's also brown and dark brown. Next up, this little girl comes up to Tails and asks if he's Detective Pikachu. Not too obviously Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Yeah, and fun fact, Pokemon does exist in the Sonic worlds, and so Pokemon does exist in the Sonic world, even though they appeared in games together, like Super Smash Brothers. And then next up we see Eggman's robots getting ready to attack Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Fun fact, in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 comic book, the Eggman's robots are called badniks. It sounds like robot, but it's got the word bad at the start. Next up we see, as these robots fire missiles at Sonic and his friends, we see a guy that's sitting, this guy is Commander Walters. He appeared in the first two Sonic films and was a commander for Gun. Gun was mentioned in the Knuckles series repeatedly, and but I think here it's gonna play a big role. And next we see Shadow being surrounded by Gun agents because of all the damage and destruction he caused. Next up we see Gerald Robotnik in a prison jumpsuit looking at a blueprint or a spaceship. I think this is the space colony arc. I don't know. If you guys know what this is, please leave it in the comments. If you can. However, there's something interesting about this blueprint. Here we see there's like a bunch of equations and symbols. This could be this actually is a reference to the equations on the chalkboard that was behind Gerald Robotnik in Sonic Adventures 2, which when Gerald Robotnik was, held hostage, and the rest. Next up, we see Shadow running on water, and he's actually using his old running pose. Yeah, that's one difference between Sonic and Shadow. Sonic, when Sonic runs, he has his arms held back like this, whereas Shadow moves his arms when running. Next up, we see Shadow teleporting onto a high platform, and he drops his black ball, which is glowing with lightning bolts. I think this Eggman was. I think this ball was made by Eggman, and I think it's being powered by Shadow's energy. Next up, Sonic says that the marble is not really scary, but then the ball shows its true form, a giant black hole that's destroying everything. And then Sonic finds out that they gotta get out of there quick. Then Sonic grabs a ring and kicks it so he can open a portal for them to get out of there. Next up, we see Tom and Maddie in their own house, and we see Tom wearing a blue sweater that says Donut Lord, a reference to obviously the first Sonic movie where Sonic calls Tom Donut Lord. Next up, we see a shot out of Tails flying in London. We saw this scene in the first trailer. I'll leave a link to my reaction breakdown of that down in the description below. And then we see Rachel's husband Randall in his own gun outfit, which is a coincidence since he did work for gun undercover at Rachel's arranged wedding. But he's a good guy now. And then we see Maddie in her own gun outfit, and then we see Maddie in her own gun outfit, and we see Tom in his gun outfit, and he's holding binoculars, meaning he's spying on something. This is like some sort of spy mission. Then we see Tails sporting a pair of wings, but we still see that he's using his two tails to fly, meaning. And then next up we see Eggman coming from a manhole, and he's wearing. And if you look closely, the colors on his clothes are very similar to Shadow's colors. And I really like how Shadow looks, and I really like the design for Shadow. It's like he looks like Sonic, but really cool, but way better. Sonic is cool, but this is like, wow, really. My God, just wow. And I have a theory about this movie. I'll tell you about it throughout the rest of the breakdown. Here we see a spaceship. In this shot, we see a spaceship flying out of the water. If you listen closely, the music playing in the music. There's another Easter egg here. This is the music that's playing throughout the trailer. It's kind of reminiscent to the His World theme song in Sonic 06. Alright, next up, Gerald Robotnik and Dr. Robotnik. Next up, Gerald Robotnik says that with Shadow's power, they can rule humanity. And we see a shot of Shadow's face, and we see dirt on his face, meaning there could have been an explosion happened, or he's in a fight. This is where my theory starts. Gerald Robotnik says that with Shadow's power, they can rule humanity. This can lead to two things. Either one, Shadow will still be the villain. Throughout the entire film. Or two, Shadow will be a villain for a limited amount of time, and then he'll turn on Gerald Robotnik and Dr. Robotnik, and he'll team up with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles because it happened with Knuckles, and if it happened because like when the trailer for Sonic 2 came, because when the trailer for Sonic 2 came out, it didn't show Knuckles. When the trailer for Sonic 2 when the trailer for Sonic 2 came out, the trailer didn't show Knuckles being a good guy. But then when the movie, the trailer didn't show Knuckles became, the Sonic 2 trailer didn't show Knuckles being a good guy. But then, so it had many Sonic fans wondering, is Knuckles gonna be a good guy? Is Knuckles still gonna be a bad guy? But and a lot of fans were wondering that. But then when Sonic 2 came out in theaters, it was revealed that Knuckles became a villain for a limited amount of time, and then he became a good guy, helping Sonic and Tails. So we could see the same with Shadow. Maybe he'll be worn out, and then he'll be forced to use his power again, so he can power up stuff, and then he'll attack Gel Robotnik and Dr. Robotnik, because we saw in Sonic Prime when a version of Tails named 9, as we saw in Sonic Prime Season 3, Episode 2, I think, the Chaos Council used Onyx Prism Energy to power up, so that used the Chaos Council, in Sonic Prime Season 2, Episode 2, in Sonic Prime Season 3, Episode 2, Sonic used his energy, the Chaos Council used in Sonic Prime Season 3, Episode 2, the Chaos Council used Sonic's energy to power up the shield so they can protect themselves. Then, at the end of the episode, we saw that Sonic wasn't feeling too good, so we could see the same with Shadow. And we see here that Eggman's wearing the same suit he wears in the video games. Eggman wears this suit in the Sonic video games, and it's very similar. Next up we see the same spaceship, and I think this is the Space Colony Arc. I don't know if you guys know the name of this ship. Please let me know. Then later on we see flashbacks of Shadow and Maria. They have a really strong bond. If you guys don't know who Maria is, she's Gel Robotnik's granddaughter, and she was Shadow's best friend. They had Shadow and Maria. They had a really strong bond, and then the military killed Gel Robotnik and Maria Robotnik, and they sealed Shadow away. And because of Maria's death, Shadow seeks revenge by destroying everything on Earth. And we see Shadow touching the broken glass, and we see he's sad because Maria, because he's closing his eyes and he's lowering his head, meaning he misses Maria, and because of Maria's death, he's gonna destroy everything. He seeks revenge, and he's gonna destroy everything. Next up, we see Shadow catching a gun in midair. Wow! Fun fact: Shadow does use guns in Shadow the Hedgehog. This is actually another difference between Sonic and Shadow. Shadow uses guns, Sonic does not. He can just use his speed as a weapon. Now, fun fact: in the box cover art for the Shadow the Hedgehog game showed Shadow holding a pistol. He was holding a pistol. But in the actual game, Shadow doesn't use a pistol. No, I think he uses different guns. But now he's gonna be wielding a pistol in this movie. And I don't know if you noticed, but Oh, and if you guys look and a fun fact, you can see here that the gun Shadow's holding, it doesn't really look like a normal pistol. It kind of looks like a laser gun. I think the reason why they gave Shadow a laser gun and is all because this is a kids movie. Yeah, this is a kids movie, and you can't give someone a normal pistol if you're planning to have guns in the movie. Yeah, you can't give your character a pistol. That's why they gave Shadow a laser gun. Yeah, because normal guns aren't for kids. Because normal guns aren't supposed to be in kids' movies. And next up, we see an extreme close-up. We see an extreme close-up of Sonic's eyes. And if you look closely, you can see there's something glowing in the reflection of Sonic's eyes. It's glowing and it's colorful. The glowing, colorful things that are in the reflection of Sonic's eyes could be the Chaos Emeralds. If you guys don't know what the Chaos Emeralds are, they're like Sonic's version of the Infinity Stones. Yeah, they're like Sonic's version of the Infinity Stones from Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Yeah, and when the Chaos Emeralds combine with each other, they create the Master Emerald. And if you guys don't know what the Master Emerald is, the Master Emerald is an emerald, but not just any ordinary emerald. No, the Master Emerald is so powerful that when a hero touches it, it grants some ultimate power, as Knuckles said in the second Sonic movie. And when Sonic touches the Master Emerald, he becomes Super Sonic, which is a yellow version of Sonic whose spikes point up and not down. However, Super Sonic could be appearing in this movie because in this next scene we see something yellow flying through the sky. This could be Super Sonic, or it could be Super Shadow. Because if you guys don't know who Super Shadow is, he's like a yellow version of Shadow the Hedgehog. However, so we could see a battle between Super Shadow and Super Sonic. Yeah, this could be Super Sonic because Super Sonic could be appearing in this movie because Jack Specific did release a supersonic figurine in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 packaging. Then later on the trailer we see Joel Robotnik in a Santa suit, and then Eggman comes up to Joel Robotnik, jumps and hugs him, and then he causes the tree to fall over. This is a reference to the first Sonic movie where Eggman says, "I'll be home for Christmas." However, this movie will be coming out on Boxing Day. I hope this movie has a post-credits scene, so that could be like a teaser for a fourth Sonic movie. And if there is a fourth Sonic movie, I hope we see other Sonic characters like Amy Rose, Silver the Hedgehog, Metal Sonic, Vector, and a bunch of other Sonic characters, because we know that Amy Rose won't be appearing in this movie. Or maybe she will be appearing in this movie. We'll just wait and see. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.